It's important to understand there are many ways that a human can feel abandoned. It doesn't always mean they've been physically abandoned. That's oftentimes in our culture the way that we identify abandonment. Say if a child is abandoned and goes to an orphanage or a foster care home, then we would consider that child an abandoned child. However, there are many other ways to abandon a child or an adult. Sometimes that happens through a physical abandonment, sometimes it happens through a psychological abandonment, and sometimes it happens through an emotional abandonment. When a child feels emotionally abandoned, that no one cares about their feelings or their experience. Maybe they're getting beat up at school or people are tormenting them. And if they don't have a caregiver to come home to share that fear with, to say, hey, this is what's happening to me. I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. If they say have a caretaker at home that will not care about what they're going through or maybe not safe to talk about these things to, then what happens is that the trauma becomes even greater than the trauma that they had where you were physically not there when they were young. The wound that the person has to learn how to not only live with, but heal. There's also something that I've identified called psychological abandonment. This can happen whenever the child is not supported properly. Let's take, for instance, you have a child that you would love to be a star athlete. You see potential in them. You think that they would just be so happy if they would be an athlete, and you're really pushing them to do better and show up better because you see the future, and the future is big. They can go get those trophies, go make that money, like be someone that you're excited for them to become. This can actually create a trauma pattern for children because they learn conditional patterns of love. Rather than being loved unconditionally, the psychology becomes, if I perform, you'll accept me and love me, which is the most important thing to me. So I'm going to push myself beyond those limits, not even having a chance to get to know myself and who I might really be innately and naturally, in order for you to validate me. And that becomes the internal drive.